The U.S. State Department is about to release its annual Trafficking in Persons or TIP report, the first under the new Trump administration. Linda Kincaid is following developments from Atlanta. She joins us now. And Linda, every time this report is revealed, it shows us the countries that are just not doing enough to fight modern-day slavery. So what are you looking out for this year?
That's right, Christy. Well, this year is the first time the report will be released under the Trump presidency, and we know that 187 countries and territories will be ranked in accordance with how effective their governments are at tackling the issue. Now, we know that we will be looking for which countries will be upgraded and which will be downgraded. The report is set to be released in about 2 hours' time here at the U.S. State Department. U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and first daughter and presidential advisor Ivanka Trump are set to give remarks and release that report. President Trump has said that this issue will be a key priority. He has called it an epidemic.
I want to make it clear today that my administration will focus on ending the absolutely horrific practice of human trafficking.
In the early days of his administration, Donald Trump signalled that human trafficking would be a top priority. It's an international issue that also fits Trump's America First rhetoric.
Getting worse, and it's happening in the United States, in addition to the rest of the world, but it's happening in the United States, which is terrible.
Trump's daughter and counselor Ivanka has taken keen interest in the matter, hosting a human trafficking roundtable at the White House in May and a listening session with her father in February. Mr. Trump has tied trafficking to another major policy issue.
The wall's going to get built, and the wall is going to stop drugs, and it's going to stop a lot of people from coming in that shouldn't be here, and it's going to have a huge effect on human trafficking.
Now the U.S. State Department is about to release its annual Trafficking in Persons, or TIP report, for the first time under the new Trump administration. Since 2001, the report has been grading countries on how well they fight human trafficking. Tier 1 countries comply with the minimum standards of protecting trafficking victims. Tier 2 includes countries who do not fully comply but are making significant efforts to improve. There's also a Tier 2 watch list for countries who do not meet the minimum standards, have a significant or increasing number of trafficking victims, but are taking steps to do better. Finally, there's a third tier for countries not in compliance and not making any effort to improve. The US was included in the report for the first time in 2010 under the Obama administration, listed as a Tier 1 country. With a new administration in town, will there be any changes to watch for? Any new weapons in this battle?
One of the big plagues of the world, not our country only, the world, human trafficking.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Now, this is the 17th year that the report will be handed out, and the US State Department calls it the world's most comprehensive resource for tracking government efforts to end human trafficking. Christy?
Linda Kincaid reporting live for us from Washington. Thank you so much, Linda. And we will be broadcasting Washington's release of the report live in a couple hours' time. Find out which countries U.S. believes are improving in the fight against modern-day slavery and which countries are losing ground.